So Smeth wasn't too happy about getting labelled as a hobbyist. Oh, I'm an artist and I'm gay. Look at me, I'm a homosexual.
Like, I'm gonna do whatever
you've
makes
got
me
you're
pleasure.
just saying this could be controversial. It's like a religion. You sound insane.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 29. I'm 29.
I feel sorry for this pathetic wretch, Smeth.
When I'm scraping you off the bottom of my boot, just
Down
insults.
syndrome.
You got no opinions of your own. I guess you're just here to hurl insults, to make high effort quality content.
Insane.
That
You
you're
sound
gonna
like you're
fucking...
manic. Like, what is going on?
Why?
I think less of people who are pretentious, and you are extremely pretentious. Right, let me just explain what happened, okay? So, this is going to sound insane, but let me just explain what happened, all right? The other day, I was watching a video. It was on Smeth's channel of him talking to MrGirl. The reason I was watching it is I was told that in the course of the video, MrGirl alluded to having DK's name and address and was like talking about that he wasn't going to do anything with it, but he did have the information. Anyway, there's a video about it on my channel, okay? In the course of that particular piece of content, which, bear in mind, I was watching because I wanted to see what Max had said about DK. I referred to Smeth as a hobbyist. I believe I also said that his stream, based on the fact it only had a couple of viewers, could be replaced by a Discord call. Okay? And I may have said some other related mean comments, which I do stand by. But nonetheless, the point I was making is based on my interpretation of the conversation. It seemed like Smeth was desperate to have the validation and respect of Max as a fellow, you know, content creator, right? Like he wanted to be on a level with Max. That was my interpretation of it, at least. All right? Now, I was being harsh, but I didn't mean to like have a massive go at him. I was just commenting on the fact that, you know, to me, he's a hobbyist. He's closer to a viewer. And it doesn't really make sense that Max would view him on a level because there's a big difference between going from a viewer to streaming to 2 or 3 people and then going from streaming to 2 or 3 people to doing it where it's your main way of making an income, of making money, right? Profession, like doing content as a profession versus doing it as a hobby, right? That was the basic differentiation I was making, all right? Now, Smeth didn't take too kindly to that, and he didn't really like it, all right? So, I covered this the other day, so we don't need to dwell on it too much. He put out this kind of diatribe about me, throwing some shade at me, which, you know, it is what it is. You get some shit sometimes when you put yourself out there. But he seemed to take great issue primarily, which led to him making some grotesque personal attacks about my content, but nonetheless, about me calling him a hobbyist. All right? That was the primary thing that he took issue with, and he seemed to be deeply, deeply upset by this being labeled as a hobbyist. Okay? Now, I've switched over to my verified tab, which is the first and possibly last time that I'm going to use this. So this isn't all of my notifications, but Smeth is verified, so it makes it easier to show you. Bear in mind, he's going to be replying to people, so it's not quite as schizo as it looks. But this led to him going on this insane Twitter tirade, responding and arguing with like tons of people, okay, in his replies, in my replies, okay? It was crazy. Like, look at all these tweets. Is that it? No, it's not. There's more. There's still more. Oh my God. It just keeps going. Look, that's Fabian Liberty talking about it. Dude. Okay, that's it. So, yeah. So look, and it includes gems. I don't know if I covered this on the other day, but it includes gems like, I'm an artist, Chud is not. I don't know, man. He lost it a bit. He lost it a bit, okay? He really did not take kindly to getting labelled as a hobbyist. Now, further to that, he's tweeted out a bit more about it. And on top of that, he's gone on like 2 or 3 streams. He's gone on like 2 or 3 streams to talk about this as well. Look, it's fine if that's what you want to do, but dude, I called you a hobbyist, which is true, and I said that your stream is so small, it could be replaced by a Discord call, which, whilst a bit mean, is also true. It's also true. So Smeth wasn't too happy about getting labelled as a hobbyist, okay? Now look, Smeth's going to talk to me in a bit, he says. So hopefully we can get hold of him when I'm done covering what I'm going to cover now. But let's catch up on his latest tweets that I didn't read the other day. All right? So he said the following. He said the following on Twitter. All right? Oh, hey, Cornify, how's it going? Big respect. You haven't hated on me this stream. I'm actually starting to really dig your streams. Okay. Good luck to you as well. Good luck to you as well. There we go, see? Watch me long enough, eventually you might start to like me a little bit at least. That's all good. It's all good fun. So, he said the following. This was in response... Wait, I think the person had me blocked or the tweet was deleted. I think this might have been in response to Doe, possibly. I'm not 100% on that. But I think I threw it up in a unlogged in browser, and I'm pretty sure that Doe responded to this. Anyway, this is a response to Doe quote tweeting me asking why I'm a bully. Okay, there we go. That's nuts. Why is Doe getting involved? I don't understand what that's about. Anyway, oh, Doe, the person that got okay. I thought those pictures of the weight gain stuff were old. I thought they were old, weren't they? Are they new? Hey! Thanks for the gifted sub. Omnipuna, thank you for the bits.
Folded hands.
Right, they said that. Thank you very much for that, Omnipuna. Appreciate that. I had to respond if Doe was tweeting about me. Okay, well, listen, we can talk about that in a bit, okay? I'm not. I made one schizo post at a much bigger streamer, Irrational Chad, because he called me a hobbyist. Don't you see, like, can you not see the issue here? Look, I'm not saying I was being like a really nice guy to you. I was being a bit mean. But it seemed like a bit of an irrational response to like type out this big post. Because in passing, trying to get to another piece of content I was trying to cover, I referred to you as a hobbyist. Which, by the way, I don't know how you would not be thought of as a hobbyist. Like, if you do something as a passion... If you do something as a passion without receiving an income for it, and you don't care about receiving an income for it, that's a hobby. If you want to eventually receive an income for it, but you're not at the moment, that's also a hobby. Like, that's fine. It's not a bad term. You know, you're acting like I look down on people that are hobbyists. Like, maybe a little bit now. I'm a bit spiteful about it. But generally speaking, it's like, no, it's just a correct statement of your position in terms of what you're doing with this. And the reason it's important to differentiate too is because, and this isn't, look, I'm not looking to get sympathy from you, okay? Listen, I appreciate people think very little of streamers. I even know that some people think of them as subhuman and not worthy of any human or moral consideration. I'm used to that now, okay? But I think that, you know, there is a difference between doing it as a hobby and doing it where, you know, you are reliant on the income from it. Obviously, if you try to be reliant on the income when it's not stable, you're a complete moron and you're just a, you know, a wannabe like full-timer that isn't really in a position to, and you see that a lot. But yeah, I just don't understand what's so bad about getting called a hobbyist when you're doing something for a hobby. But we'll get into it, I'm sure. Anyway, it was mean, and I'm embarrassed of it. I'm not embarrassed of standing up for myself. Hey!
I am here to
thank you, Zonia, for the sub.
Streamers.
I should have just said, I'm not a hobbyist, but I got emotional and lashed out at him. That's fine. Listen, If you you know, if you're concerned about calling me like, you know, wretched drama streamer or something, it's like I've heard it all before. It's honestly fine. You don't need to worry about it, mate, okay? Honestly, I just thought it was kind of funny that you went so fucking schizoid over such a minor thing. Also, it wasn't bullying. I'm not in a position to bully Chud, even if I tried, and I do not want to. I can be an aggressive person, but that doesn't make me a bully. If it ever does make me a bully, I should be called out for it like everyone else. What is this? I think the bar's got to be pretty high to call online stuff bullying or like cyberbullying, right? Because my traditional view of cyberbullying is often that it's like linked to some real life thing and there's a connection there. So for example, you go to school, the kids at school give you a bunch of shit and call you ugly and stuff like that. And then even when you're at home, you can't escape it and they're still calling you ugly and stuff like that and being mean to you, okay? But then when you go into school the next day, guess who's there? The bullies to give you more shit. So it doesn't matter whether you're at school or whether you're at home, you are constantly getting this. That's what I think of cyberbullying as. When there's literally like no escape from it, you know? Like that to me is more of what I would conceive of as bullying. I think like saying mean shit to each other on the internet needs to be a pretty high bar with which to like meet this bullying bar. But that, I guess, maybe I'm just brain broken by the internet. I'm not just bully child, even child. I don't want to. Oh yeah, we read that already. Anyway, Smeth's desperate to get on. I was gonna. Maybe I'll watch it after. I should speak to Smeth first. That's the golden content right there. Van Gogh was treated like a hobbyist. Calling someone a hobbyist is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Account created 30 minutes ago. Trying to fucking roll me up. Yeah, I'll just ban you. Easy peasy. Question. Do you think Van Gogh was a hobbyist? 2. If people were not dismissive of Van Gogh, would he still have gone crazy, cut his ear off and killed himself? Van Gogh. Oh, fuck off, Deeper Armor, you fucking pretentious dickhead. Oh, you're saying it wrong. I don't care. I'm calling him Van Gogh. I prefer calling him Van Gogh. Oh, no, it's Van Gogh, actually, don't you know? Ooh, la-di-da. Fuck off, okay? Anyway. Oh, I'm an artist and I'm gay. Look at me, I'm a homosexual. Anyway, listen. I don't even know. Is it Van Gogh or is that just I don't even know what it is. Anyway, listen. Okay. Look, you're not focusing on what matters, okay? Smeth is, I mean, not explicitly, okay, but he's putting himself in the same ballpark as, you know, one of the most famous artists has ever lived. I'm pretty sure that Van Gogh, I don't think that he actually was successful during his life, was he? I think it was only after that people were eventually like, oh yeah, okay, this actually slaps. But during his life, they were like, yeah, this fucking sucks, dude. You're fucking shit at this, mate. So, okay, I guess the only thing that I can say about that, okay, I guess the only thing that I can say about that is the following. Maybe one day if you know, times change enough, maybe eventually Smeth will be able to claim absolute and total victory, and his videos will be seen as the art they truly are. What do you reckon, guys? I personally think that the video, how I was legally diagnosed with poop dick, I personally think that that is going to be taken in 100 years' time as one of the most substantive foundational pieces of work that ever has occurred on YouTube. Okay? What do you reckon? Or what about the time that it appeared on Max's stream and was in pumpkin juice as primordial ooze? That one might be a banger in the future, eh? Listen, I've got to be honest with you. Do you know what Smeth's biggest problem is? He's in the shadow of Max. He's in the shadow of Max. That's his biggest problem. Max's shadow. Right, should we get Smeth on? I've just remembered I need to pick up this parcel.
Here we
Hey.
go. You're welcome.
I'm welcome for what?
You said thank you. I'm just being a fucking retard. Let's go.
Right. Smeth. Damn, it's nice to talk after all this backwards and forwards. Hello?
Welcome to
Hello?
Chud Nation.
Can you turn on your camera?
Yeah, certainly. No problem.
Please?
No
Sir?
problem at all. There we go. Can you see me?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. All right. So yeah, I absolutely went schizo and replied to your thing.
Wait. Okay, you're lagging a bit. Hello?
Hello.
Right, I think that's good.
Yeah, it's just taking me a second to finish putting you on my team. Okay, I went schizo mode. This massive fucking asshole Chud logic. And anyway, you called me a hobbyist on your stream. And you weren't even going that hard. But I saw it like 4 a.m. and I was just like, fuck this guy. And I made this fucking schizo rant. And I think it was pretty good. It was a pretty good schizo rant. But
well, before we do anything else,
the thing that you're talking about, most of the stuff that has gotten me riled up about this isn't you. It's the fucking reactions to this and the comments. All these people saying, "Oh, it's not an insult. It's a good thing." No, you're using it to be demeaning. It's like, no, you're. It's like, oh, it's not an insult, Smeth. It's not. It's just a good description. You're just a fucking hobbyist, so shut the fuck up. It's not an insult. It's like, fuck you. Okay, like
okay.
you don't care about this like fucking descriptive difference between the word hobbyist. You're just saying that to put me down because I have less viewers. And I understand that when you said it, you were steel manning Max's position.
Okay, whoa, let's slow down a second, right? So wait a second.
Okay.
So, you know, the conception was I'm saying it as an insult, but it's actually a steel man. Why not both?
It was both.
Welcome
it was absolutely both.
Chud Nation.
I agree.
Okay. Before we get into
but
this,
it wasn't that insulting.
Okay, but you're schizo ranting already. Just let's take a step back. I just want to, because you say it sounds like you're basically walking back.
I'm still ranting. Fuck you. I'm schizo ranting because that's what the content is. I'm an entertaining guy. That's why people like this shit.
But no, I just want to know if you stand by what you said, because there was some actually, fairly interesting
I do think it was mean.
No, but I want to go over the specifics. So, for example, okay, you said, I'm focusing my effort on producing a video titled The Destiny Report, which me, will undoubtedly cover to support his creatively bankrupt, boring drama channel, where he reacts to other people who actually have something to say and repeats the same 3 mean-spirited jokes over and over, like mocking anyone with any sort of passion. So, what are your thoughts on that statement now?
I think that you do that. I think that you don't do that as much to me, but if I piss you off enough, I think you will. But but like I see the reason I was freaking out about the hobbyist thing in particular is because I see you use the word hobbyist, like you'll be covering random.
But wait. Sorry.
Someone will come up.
Listen, I just want to know, do you stand by that comment or not? Yes or no? Okay, good. Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say it as mean.
What are the three mean-spirited jokes I make before we go on?
Well, I mean, I don't literally mean 3. I'm just thinking of one particular mean-spirited joke. That's what I was trying to tell you. The mean-spirited joke that I'm thinking of is when you see smaller, you'll be covering drama, you'll see a smaller creator or streamer involved, and then you're like, hold on, chat. I got a funny one for you. And then you're like, let's fucking look at this person's viewer count. List sources of fucking hobbyists. They don't even deserve to have a fucking opinion. And then it's so embarrassing.
Wait,
when I see you do that,
hang on. Whoa. Okay, can you give me a couple of examples of when I've done that specifically, and out of nowhere, brought up their viewer count to mock them?
Okay, maybe I'm getting a selection bias, but I saw you do this a couple times in a row over the course of like 2 days. I
Okay.
saw you do it to Will, and I don't know all your beef with Will. I don't know all of that shit. You guys seem to kind of like hate each other, whatever. But and then like the next day, you were covering something regarding I think it was regarding like the Katie thing where she was talking about um one of those like uh critical race theory guys was like one of those critical race theory black guys that always talks about like he brings me thinking about black people. He was he said that like a Asian guy was white, and then there was some drama around that. And then people were commenting on kept like going in. Well, what did this? Well, let's look at this guy's viewer count. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He kept doing that over and over, and you're
Okay.
like,
Okay.
I'll stop," and you did it
So,
again, and I was like, this is embarrassing.
so I just
So that with that in the back of my mind, and
right.
when you did it to me, I was like,
Okay. So I think that, you may be perceiving it a certain way. Okay. And I know it might seem like I'm just bringing people's viewership up randomly. The truth is, it doesn't really matter to me in terms of like a position or argument someone's makes of how many viewers they've got. It tends to be that there's some sort of contextual reason that I might be doing it, because there's small streamers that I'll watch where I'm not like bringing up their viewership. But what frustrates me is pretentiousness, or people thinking they're much further beyond they are, and that's where I might bring it up. And I'm mean about it, don't get me wrong, and I'm harsh, and I shit on people over their statistics or whatever. But I don't think it's like, oh, this person's a small streamer, oh, they got nothing to say, what does it matter? It tends to be they're saying or doing something which indicates that they have got an inflated view of their position and how big they are or something like that. But yeah.
well, it just pisses me off when you do that.
Okay. Okay, but
But I
let me
mean,
get
that's
right.
fine. You can piss me off. I don't know if I can do it all you want.
No. But okay. But there's times where, like, surely you would admit, like, if someone was there and they were acting like, oh, I'm at the big I am, say, and it's like, well, hang on a sec, you've got a very small stream. You're not really in a position to, like, let's say someone did a stream and it was like how to be a successful streamer, and I watched it and I was like, but you've only got like 5 concurrent viewers.
That would
Like,
be the perfect time to bring that up because it's like incredibly pertinent.
but you're
Yeah.
saying there's times when I don't. I mean, look, if that's your
Welcome
perception,
to
I don't
Chud
want to
Nation.
get dragged down into that. I
Chud
mean, I'm
Soino,
definitely
Chud
mean about it
Soino,
sometimes. I'll
Chud
accept that.
Soino.
I feel like I do it when it's contextually relevant. There might be a couple of times when I've been a bit over exuberance, perhaps. Sure.
I'm pretty sure that like my selection is of you doing it over the course of like 2 different streams, specifically 2 streams. And
Okay.
so that going into it, and then me hearing you say hobbyist, and I'm like, my brain just like clicks, and I'm like, this fucking asshole. And but you weren't that harsh, but I was just like freaking out. But also I still don't agree that I'm a hobbyist, and I think that the way you use it is dumb and demeaning.
Do you think hobbyist is a slur?
No, it's not a fucking slur.
Okay.
But I think that a hobbyist is someone that does things for like I play the piano. But I don't play it for anybody else. It's my hobby. You can have like a side hustle that's like that can be like overlap with a hobby. But if I'm comparing myself to Van Gogh, because not because like I'm in a like position where people think I'm producing all this beautiful artwork and everybody thinks it's trash. No, I'm producing beautiful artwork and everybody think it's fucking great. And I just need to fucking get out there. Okay. My streams are getting better and better. I got a really good video in the works. My early streams are fucking cringe, but I'm getting good.
Yeah, this just sounds like someone who's got a hobby and they're getting better at their hobby, but until you start making meaningful income from it, it's still a hobby, no? What's the big problem being called a hobbyist? It's just an accurate description.
Disagree on this. I'm happy disagreeing. I'm not gonna be unsatisfied if we don't agree. But I think that a hobby is like I think that what I'm doing is I've revolved my whole life around this. This is like a singular goal.
Okay.
And I like Van Gogh is like, I'm a painter. I'm painting like, and he died like broke because he just painted. And that's a hobby. It's like that's
okay. Let me put it like this: out there somewhere, there's lots of these people. There's someone that is just unemployed, okay? Their focus is on being a streamer. They're playing Call of Duty media. No. I'm trying to. Okay. I know this is very important to you, okay? But I'm just trying to explain something to you. Guy playing Call of Duty to 2 people concurrently, okay? He's unemployed and he thinks he's going to be the next Shroud, okay? Now, to me, that's a hobbyist wannabe. You might call them aspirational if you're being nice, but that's still a hobby and they're not making a meaningful income from it. And that makes it more hobby than anything else because it's something they're doing for pleasure with the hope that eventually it might turn into something that's more substantive. An aspirational hobbyist, perhaps.
I don't agree with defining what I'm doing as for pleasure. It's like a mix of just like it's like a religion. It's like this is my goal. It's not just like I'm gonna do whatever makes me pleasure.
You're just saying this could be controversial. It's like a religion. You sound fucking insane.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean like a religion?
No, I'm not. I don't sound insane. I'm saying it's like religion because there's no rational there's no rational reason to base your life around something that's not making money or anything. It's religion. Like it's religion because it's fucking insane. But I mean, being a fucking artist without making money is insane. But that doesn't make you a hobbyist.
Okay, well, how are you supporting yourself then?
Savings, but I am gonna get I'm actually planning on getting a job soon, just get some extra money. But whatever I have to do.
Wait, hang on a second. No, you're going to get a job because you need money to live, not getting some extra money. That's going to be your main source of income.
I still have some savings, and it's still can coast, but I want like a job to make that a little easier.
So you're just living off of savings.
But I don't define myself. So say I get a fucking job 7-Eleven, okay, and so I'm doing this like 50, 60 hours a week, and just 7-Eleven 20 hours a week. Then I'm a hobbyist streamer, but I'm defined by being a 7-Eleven fucking counter fucking cashier. No, I'm a fucking streamer that does 7-Eleven to support streaming.
Yeah, this is the classic thing of like an actor who goes through drama school, doesn't get any meaningful work off of it, is trying to be like an actor, but then their main job is something else because they're not making any money from it. But I mean, I guess the difference there would be they've got like some sort of professional training. But even then, it's like
then it sucks.
They're not like an actor to me. They're like a jobbing. Like that's like another thing, isn't it? Do you see what I mean?
Well, but if they're but the reason you would say that person's not an actor is if they're not working as an actor. But I'm actually streaming and I'm producing this video. It's 45 minutes so far. I hope it's gonna be good.
Well, how much money have you made from it, or do you expect to make from it?
None. I don't fucking expect shit. I'm gonna keep going until I make money, and if I don't, that's not gonna stop me. That's why I said it's like a religion. There's no like rational like I can't say, well, if I don't like if I wanted to just I want to make money, but if I only singularly thought of this like a job, I would do what you're doing, because that'd be like content you can do. Like you can have a schedule every day. You can have interesting topics and drama and shit, but I want to carve out my own niche, and that's my goal. It's a vision, and it's like maybe I'll even fail and die broke, but that's my goal.
Okay, but this money that you had saved, like, wouldn't that have been better to put it towards a deposit for a house or something like substantive rather than just subsiding on what it dwindles away to something which probably isn't going to go anywhere? That seems crazy to me.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so you're happy that this, whatever amount of money you had is being squandered.
I've realized, if you don't want to talking about me personally, I realized that I was learning web development, and I realized that for like 2 years, and I was making a portfolio, and I realized that I become incredibly unhappy, and I realized I was working towards getting that job. It was gonna make me a lot of money, but I was so fucking miserable. And it was like, well, once I get the job, I won't be miserable. And then I realized, no, it's just going to be forever. So I was like, I went to art school. And this is why I need to just do what feels right, even if I have no money. That's what's right for me.
Smith,
this is like, to me, to be very blunt with you, a very childish attitude to have. where...
Okay, well, that's fine, but that's aside from the point. Like, I don't care if you think it's childish. This is what I'm doing. I'm not
How old are
interested in
you?
your
How old are you?
judgment here.
How old are you?
I'm 29. I'm 29.
Did you not get this out of your system when you
Look
were
at
like
this
18?
asshole. Look at this asshole. I don't care about your judgment. I don't want you to run me through the ringer for your audience to judge me either, for all your asshole little fans to judge me. I'm just telling you I have a difference in opinion about hobbyists.
Okay,
I didn't
but
come
like...
here for you to
But your side
to
of the
be my
opinion...
dad. You're not my fucking dad.
No, no, that's MrGirl, obviously, that is your content dad.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
want to take that away from the two of you. You seem very desperate for his validation and respect, don't you? You are desperate for his validation
A
and
little.
respect.
I've been getting better, but early on, my last stream with him, I was a lot more. But like before then, I would like I was not able to be very assertive with him. But I think I've gotten past that.
Okay, how would you feel if tomorrow Max said to you, "Do you know what, Smith? You really impressed me recently. I just want to let you know that I see you equally as
That
a
would freak
fellow."
me out.
Oh,
No. The thing that you're saying from that stream, I wasn't trying to seek validation from him as a fellow streamer. We were having a conversation about exploitation and this is all Max shit. Yeah, I know you don't fucking care about any of this shit or think about it this way, but like the call-in show, he's basically exploiting content out of people, like these morons that'll call in and give him free content, and basically, and that's just a fact. And me calling in, he is exploiting me, but I was like, well, I am streaming too, and I'm trying to do streaming, and I have it on my channel now, so I think that lessens the exploitation. But it's still, I mean, still, he's getting way more views off it and shit, and probably so. But that was my point. It wasn't trying to say we're equals.
sure. I mean, that was my interpretation in the moment of what was going on. But you're saying it's different. The reason I said that is I paired that with knowing there was a little bit of issue before, wasn't there, where Max was going to have Will on for an interview and you weren't happy with it, were you?
Oh no, I'm happy with him having Will on. I just
But you had to be in a calling
Max
guest,
is
didn't you? Remember?
yeah. I Max is receptive to inspiration.
Okay, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. What happened there?
Because calling into it.
Okay, listen. You need to send your fucking savings on a better router because this is
You're
fucking
breaking up
nuts.
too.
Yeah, because your internet is a problem. My internet has problems sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but this is nuts. You need to get fucking fiber connection or something. What's going on there?
It's usually not like this. It's usually not like this. I think it's because you're overseas or something.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
it's...
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, you were upset. Correct me if I'm wrong. You were upset because you were being asked to be a calling guest when other people of a similar stature, in your opinion, were getting to be a main guest. That's what happened, wasn't it?
Yeah. But his
Right.
rule was that anyone that is over 1,000 subs, he would stream with them. So I was upset regardless. I was saying, even though I'm under 1,000 subs, you should stream with me. And he did, whatever.
How did that feel?
I feel fucking good, Chud. What do you think? I don't know. It was good. I got a good stream out of it. I got a decent stream out of it. It wasn't actually good. People liked it because they like the drama, the Max going on a like mind device on one specific thing. But I was like, God, fuck, I want to actually talk about like more than fucking gender, and that's what we ended up fucking talking about. But
It was
whatever.
a pity. It was a pity invite, though, wasn't it? It wasn't a genuine, respectful invite. It was, I feel sorry for this pathetic wretch, Smeth, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was that.
Well, why didn't he invite you before?
But if
you
it was, I
complained
mean,
about
whatever. I don't fucking care.
it? Okay.
I thought it was I demanded some respect and he gave me some.
Right. Yeah, a pity.
I don't think he pities me.
What do you think he thinks about
I think he's jealous of me.
What exactly would Mr. Girl
would he be
have to be jealous of
Smeth
the
for?
29-year-old dwindling savings away on a content creation career that's never going anywhere? What exactly has he got to be jealous about there, Smith?
Never going anywhere, Chud. Chud, when I'm scraping you off the bottom of my fucking boot, I'm gonna fucking tattoo on your forehead. Never going anywhere, Chud.
That's a nice little comment, but I have seen people like you.
It's a nice little comment. It's a nice little comment.
I've seen so many people like you that think they're going to revolutionize it, and then that's it.
I don't think I'm gonna. No, that's not what I said. I actually don't. I'm just that is just a jokey comment. I don't plan to revolutionize shit. I literally plan on dying poor and just having the life I want to live. And I'm gonna try to make money.
Your plan is to not be successful. That seems insane to me. Why would you plan to not be successful? Why would you plan to not be successful?
Okay. Why would you start a YouTube career and expect to be big? That's insane. Like that, I think is more insane.
Because you're starting it as a hobby in the hope it might grow, but being realistic, as every single content creator does. I started as a hobbyist. Everyone did.
So by your definition, then I'm starting as a hobby and I'm expecting it to be bigger. But if I use my definition of hobby, then suddenly it makes me an insane person.
What is your definition of hobby?
Some fucking thing you do for fun, and it's not something I'm doing for fun. It's something I'm doing as a focus.
No.
Of my life.
A hobby can be fun, but it can also be something that you're passionate about doing, right? For example...
We disagree about the definition of a hobby. We don't disagree about the facts of the matter. We just disagree about the definition of a hobby.
So what this means is you're just upset because you don't like being called a hobbyist. That's what this boils down to, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, literally, I said I was a schizo. I understand. Like, I completely overreacted. I've said this so many times. I don't think you watched my stream. I said it a bunch of times then.
I mean, no, you were very keen to talk. So I wanted to talk to you because, you know, that's always better content than just watching, observing.
Yeah. It became a whole other conversation in all the comments about bullying. And what you did was like mild bullying, like very like acceptable levels of bullying. But it's like, you know, normal everyday bullying.
What is bullying about saying that exact? Can you just run that by me?
It's bullying when you talk about someone on your stream who has much less power than you, and telling everybody that they're just a hobbyist, and then saying that I don't know, it's bullying to talk shit about people that have less power than you. I think that's definitionally to spread a message to a shit ton of people about somebody that has less power than you to defend themselves.
Any opinion that is different from Mr. Girls at all? Do you have any opinions that differ from him, or is it all the same? Are you just literally a carbon copy, like a shitter version, like the fucking clone with Down syndrome?
You got no opinions of your own. I guess you're just here to hurl insults. But I guess you can't actually. You can't actually respond to what I said, so you just gave an insult. So why don't you try to respond to what I said?
Right. It's an insult, okay? And obviously, yes, I'm insulting you because it's funny and it makes my audience laugh. But if you had more than 2 brain cells to rub together, you would see the actual criticism within the insult. If you weren't such a fucking baby, the criticism is...
I have plenty of opinions that are not Max's. I also do have a lot of opinions that are Max's. The reason that I started streaming is because he inspired me, because I think a lot of the things that he thinks, but I don't think everything he thinks. I think he's him like having to leave the Destiny sphere, him having to him having to cut out porn from his life, him saying he'll never like enjoy red letter media anymore because they're too hateful. He's such a Puritan, and I'm not a Puritan, but I do agree with his framework of analysis. I just I also agree with the thing Will is saying about React content, but I don't care. Like, React content is the world we live in. I do think it is technically unethical, but it's just the world. Like, there's no way you can exist as a content creator without that being part of it. So like, why would I make that my hill to die on? You know, it's just...
Okay, well, you've got a point up on Will so far, so that's good. Okay, I'm going to show.
But I do agree with him, though.
In terms of what is it you agree? What specific thing has he said that you agree with him on?
Well, more so, I agree with him because they're basically saying the same thing. He's just not as articulate, and Dark Viper made a very highly edited video about it. But I think, you know, like, the content readers take up a lot of space, and then so say you want to make more focused, committed content. Your best bet is like, because it's going to take a long time. Your best bet is to have other people reacting to it and stuff. And for a long time, it's going to take forever just to get any subscribers, because people watching your whole thing on their stream, like they're never actually ever going to go to your like content. And it's just that's the way it is, and that's how you market yourself. And it's smart to do that because it's the world we live in. That we live in, it means that it's so much easier to just react to other people, and it's so much harder to actually make your own content.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, reacting to stuff is an easier thing to do, but then I think the problem is you. I mean, it seems like you are accounting for it, but of course, commentary and responses and stuff like that can be how people kind of make headway, right? And that's the thing that Will seems to miss, is that he has asked me every time to react to his video because he saw value in it, but now
he did.
Anyway, we don't need to fucking.
He did.
We don't need to bang on about fucking Will. I want to talk more about this obvious thing. I've got no doubt that you're certain in your perspective, but you understand that, like, the comments that I made, which I've elaborated on, I did call you a retarded freak at first. Okay, from there though, I did
am
do
a
longer
freak.
post. Okay, well that's good. We can agree on that. But I went on to a longer post where I kind of laid it out a bit more, because genuinely, okay, I saw you were just going on about it all day, and I was like, Jesus, I didn't expect him to pop off like this.
By the way, I thought that your reply to me was especially funny because I did such a long schizo post, and I said that you do low effort content, and then your reply was just one little sentence: "You're a retarded freak." I thought that was hilarious.
Again, two insults I used quite a lot as well, so that played into that as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, my response to you validated your criticism, didn't it?
A little bit, but I don't. I guess whatever.
I just did it in one line because it's funny.
We're different content creators. Is the point? Like, I'm not. I don't think we can. Like, I think that my path to growth, to do what I want to do, is gonna be weirder and different than your path to growth.
Sure, but I guess my point is, I just think that you have no path to growth if your focus is on feasting on the scraps of the Destiny and MrGirl fallout. Like, I covered that article the day it came out, and you're here months later, like, picking up the scraps.
Okay, I'm making a high effort video. Okay, it's 4 minutes now. It might be like an hour, but it's mostly done. And everybody wished I would have made a video. So like, oh, you should.
Code Max gifted a tier 1 sub to Danny Bar, bro.
Okay, now you're really breaking up again. What is?
Like, errors.
So you're saying that you're making the video that everyone wishes Max had made?
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing research. I'm just going over. Keep me a script for fucking video. I get to make video. Again, I'm so fucking sick of it.
Right. Okay. I don't know. It's fine at times, and then it goes fucking unbearable. Let me just leave and come back in. I don't know if that's going to help the situation.
Oh, look, it's me.
Hello?
Hello.
Right. Oh, I don't...
Welcome to Chud Nation.
What is this?
Yeah, I don't. So yeah, it is unbearable.
Can't even stand it anymore.
Okay. So anyway, let's just try and get through this. I think maybe it might be better. The point I'm making is that you're falling into the same trap as Will. It's okay to make edited videos about a piece of something that happens. It's going to take longer. But if you're waiting, like, months until after the fact, you're missing out on the thunder and the excitement that keeps it interesting in the first place. And whilst you don't have to do live react content exactly, you need to be a bit quicker to get the pot on the boil to benefit, is what I'm trying to say. And I just think you're missing out on that.
This is one of the criticisms you said earlier about Will that I thought was absolutely dog shit, like insane. Like, unless you have a lot of like a backing behind you, like you have an editor, you have like a lot of like resources and shit, You have like, I don't know, if I had all of Adobe Suite, like I'm only like, so much of Adobe is like fucking like, oh, I need to use this feature, I wanted to have good fucking noise canceling. Oh, you need actually to have another program that's like, you're gonna have to have all of Adobe Suite to fucking have. So like it's making a video like takes making like an hour-long video that's like that you're just making 3 edits on and re-uploading and putting a title on. It takes a lot fucking longer than one fucking, like, you can't just pump that shit out.
Okay, I understand.
You're just wrong about that. You're wrong to think that. You're misrepresent.
No.
That's just wrong.
But what I'm saying is, I appreciate. Okay, edited content is never going to be as fast as React content, because React content is immediate.
That's what I said in my post.
Right? No. But you're saying, oh, well, it needs to be all the way over here, and it's going to take ages. I'm saying you can do edited content between here, the stream time, and more like here, which is within a reasonable time frame that people are still going to be interested. And you're going, no, it's all the way over here, actually. I just don't think that's true.
No.
You could have got a confident... How many hours a week are you putting into this?
A lot. How long how many pages is the Destiny report?
I don't know. It's what, 100,000 words or something?
Okay.
Oh, you've got the physical copy.
This is how many fucking pages it is.
Is that the same one you took to a restaurant for a posing shot that looked really gay? Okay.
Yeah, it's the gay fucking Destiny report.
Okay.
And not only did I have to so I went over this and I went over it and talked about things that I thought were interesting over the whole thing, and I videotaped all of that, and that took like a couple weeks. Then now I have a fucking shit ton of footage to fucking now put into a video. And not only that, but now I need B-roll to make it even better and more interesting. And now I need clips from other things. And now I need to fucking like put captions on some parts, and I have to fucking fix audio because I filmed in different locations and shit. This is not this is not like your like easy peasy schmeezy like thing. And yeah, sure.
Okay.
Maybe, I could have made some like lower effort thing, but this is a high effort piece of material to even fucking cover.
But okay, you're getting into I feel like you're getting into this trap of the artist where it's never good enough and it's never finished. So this has got to change, and that's got to change, and that never comes out.
Did you fucking see my fucking my how I got legally diagnosed with poop dick video? I fucking made that in one fucking night. I'm gonna make so many when I'm so excited to be done with this, so I can make so many more smaller, faster videos. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to doing like fucking 6 or 7 fucking streams as fast as I can a week, and I'm gonna be making these easy videos that are way shorter. But in the meantime, I'm making this high effort. I know it's just a sin to make high effort quality content.
Insane. You sound like you're manic. Like, what is going on?
Why are you saying I'm insane?
Because you're like rattling off all this stuff. Like, all I'm saying to you is, to me, if you want to do a highly edited video, you've got to be a lot tighter on the time frames. Like, let me ask you again, how many hours a week are you putting into this?
I don't fucking know. I wake up and I plan on working less every day, and I do. I also, another thing is I'm also having to learn some things too. Probably, I don't know, 40 or 50 hours a week. And also I have to learn some things too.
You're working
I don't fucking know.
50
I don't
hours
fucking know
a
how
week, and you can't get an hour-long video out. That is insane.
Look, I just described to you. I know you're making like a soy face, and you're for your audience to try to make me look crazy. But I just described to you.
You're doing that by yourself. Okay, go on.
It took me 2.5 weeks to fucking film myself reacting to this. Then I had a shit ton of footage that I have to do. I'm describing to you, and now you're like, okay, I know. You're right. I could have made a less effort, easier thing. Okay, and that's not what I did. So deal with it, bucko. I don't care about your. I know I want to make easier content, but you want to just fucking like shit on me for having done something high effort. Okay, I know it probably could have like. This is gonna be a good fucking video, and I don't see how people are not gonna want to watch it. I think that you're just which could have been fucking faster. Okay, it would have been better. This is the
difference between a hobbyist like you.
Life is full of could-haves and would-haves. Life is full of could-haves and would-haves.
Do they put lots of time and effort, and they're passionate about it, but it isn't something that's scalable that they're going to be able to turn So this is why you're delusional. You can put all the time and effort in if you accept as a side thing and it's never going to be anything and that's fine. But you're putting effort into something that isn't going to do anything for you and it's wasted time if you actually want to go somewhere with it.
This is going to do something for me. This is not scalable. I cannot fucking do this every fucking time. I cannot make... I know like this guy, Joseph Anderson, he does video game reviews and he makes like 5-hour-long videos and he produces 2 a year. That's not, but I can, to be able to do that, that's insane. Like nobody can fucking do that. I can make one video like that, like high effort video, and then go back to doing a shit ton of streams every week. This is going to give me a lot of content to stream about. People are going to watch it and talk about it, and then I'm going to have a shit ton of streams to go on and talk about.
Okay,
It'll be able to help me promote myself.
Can I just ask, is this a meme? Are you joking when you say that? Is that like a meme? Please tell me that you're memeing this is a joke.
Why would I be joking?
Is this a performance art thing?
I can't fucking handle what I'm saying.
Okay, the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, obviously, yeah, there's always a performance element with me, right? But like, I think you are painfully delusional that people are going to be interested in this when it comes out and you're going to be able to go on lots of streams. I do not think that's the case. And I think if that's your goal, you are wasting your time even more so.
So you're saying you're not going to watch it?
I mean, I hadn't...
Make a commitment now, because when it comes out, you're going to be fucking biting yourself.
Okay. So I feel like off the back of this conversation, it feels like I should watch it because it's become this big thing now. Okay. But to be honest with you, when you said you were doing the video in that schizo post, I was thinking like I had no intention of watching anything to do with the report. I personally have done more than enough coverage of it and I'm done with it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's true.
But now
my job. Yes, yeah. So like you think that I'm insane, but my job having made this fucking schizo, insane, crazy person, high effort content that's so insane, and now my job is to promote it. There's a part of my job coming here and even making the schizo posts that people seem to get attention for. I have to promote this now, and so I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that.
Okay,
Mr. Genius content creator.
Okay, but here's the problem with that. Your promotion of this is reactive and you know, dependent on me calling you a hobbyist in a random piece of content that I never would have watched if it wasn't.
This was all off the cuff. This wasn't planned.
Right. Okay. So So it wasn't planned. You're just spinning it into an opportunity to shield this video that it's unlikely anyone's going to watch anyway.
Well, we're into this planning to talk about it.
Okay. So that's why you were so keen to talk.
I said I didn't come here planning to talk about it.
No, wait.
It is baked into the fact that like when.
But you said you were planning to talk about this. You wanted to talk about it.
No, I said I didn't come here planning to talk about this.
Okay, so this all is you've thought now. I'm going to promote this video in the moment.
Well, it just bakes in. Whenever I'm talking about the video, I'm going to talk it up, and it bakes into the topic itself of React content versus high effort, like fucking. I know you're looking down on with you're turning your brow down on people that would dare to spend way too long on a topic when it goes cold.
Okay, this is one point. You've got this all wrong. I'm not looking down my brow at anyone. The reason that I think the way I do about
you literally did with your face, physically. You went literally look down. So I mean, you did the thing that term is based on.
Okay, despite my physical appearance there, okay, I do not think less of people that put passion and effort into what they do. I think less of people who are pretentious, and you are extremely pretentious, and that I've always, from my entire life, I fucking despise that. I feel you're a very pretentious person. You're calling yourself an artist. You're calling yourself Van Gogh.
Self-confident person.
Well, no, there's a difference.
You're so insecure that you can't handle it.
That's got to be a meme, surely.
I mean, you're the meme.
Okay. It's difficult for me because I'm sat here thinking, he is a 29-year-old man dwindling his savings away. Surely this has got to be a joke, and he doesn't really think the things that he's saying. But then, like, here you are, a 29-year-old man dwindling your savings away to put 40 hours a week into a video that no one cares about anymore. Like, that's insane to me. But so it's so mental. I think this has got to be a joke, and you've got to be winding me up.
I'm just doing what's going to make me happy.
Okay, I mean, I suppose the saving grace is, it's your savings, I guess. I just think at 29 years old, to be doing this with savings is just like, it's like a form of suicide. It's like financial suicide.
I don't think you should worry. I don't think you should worry about me. I'm not in that bad of a position. I don't think you should be worried. I don't want to talk about.
Sure. Oh no, listen.
I'm fine.
Okay, we don't have to go into your financial information, but it just seems like wasted opportunity. I mean, when you're 40 and you look back on this and your content creation career has gone and it's nothing, are you not going to regret it?
I don't know. I think about that every day.
This is like
you do look down at.
I look down at you because I feel like you look up at yourself, and it annoys me that you're so pretentious. I look down on you in terms
Why
of. Why
shouldn't I look up at myself?
Because you got a 500 sub YouTube channel that isn't going anywhere, and you think it is, and you need to be more realistic, in my opinion. Anywhere? Because okay, right. What is your plan or marketing strategy to grow your channel from 500 subs to 10,000 subs, and how long will it take?
Okay. Well, first, I already said something that you think is crazy. I don't care if it takes until I die. But my plan right now is finish this video. When this is done, I'm going to do a shit ton of streams. After this video, I'm going to make very much shorter, easier videos, probably some comedy videos or some smaller topic interest videos. And I want to use videos to create topics to stream about. I want to start making some more panels, and I have some ideas, some really creative, funny ideas, and not a normal type of panel. And I also want to start improving the quality of my streams and start once I get into monetizing, once I can finally monetize my YouTube streams, that's going to be a big just trying to maximize the effectiveness of that. Okay. I'm not really interested in the monetization of the commercials, like the ads, but the monetization of the stream itself is where I got to focus the effort.
Okay, so how many? I'm genuinely not saying this to try and shit on you. Just from my own perspective, 500 subs, how many viewers are you getting?
Right now I have 27 viewers.
Okay. So let's say 1,000 subs, you double that and you get 60 viewers. Let's be generous, okay? How much money...
People don't have 27 viewers for as long as I've been streaming. This is really good.
Okay. When you've got 60 viewers... Okay. I'm not looking to do an analysis of your view. I'm looking at this from a financial perspective. Okay, so you've got 60 viewers, 1,000 subs, and you can monetize. How much money do you expect to make a month off the back of those 60 live viewers?
I don't know. I'll have to be working another job too, which is fine. I'll have to do what I have to do. But I think that as long as I keep working on it, I don't see how I can't grow. But I might make sacrifices that make it harder to grow. Like I'm just not interested in doing React content, which is a massive sacrifice. I might do some at some point. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But I want to find things that I actually want to do that'll make me grow. And then that I know that is in itself making it harder on me. But
I mean, if you had a job and you were making a bit of money out of this,
I'm actually getting a job.
So you are going to get a job, okay? Is that right?
Okay.
And then eventually you might be able to monetize, and then it becomes maybe a side hustle. Do you mind the term side hustle? Is that okay, or is that offensive to you?
No, that's not offensive.
Okay. But it's a side hustle based on your hobby. Word. But it's a side hustle based on your hobby.
Yeah. The reason, okay, like I was trying to say before, like the interaction we had was just like 2 tweets at each other. the real meat of this is in all that fucking responding to all this that you scrolled down, all of me like responding to those people, and those people they wanted to fucking troll me, and I fucking took the bait, and they were fucking egging me on and saying shit, and I was fucking, and it turned into Smeth is a bully to the point where Doe is fucking quote tweeting me asking me why I'm a bully and why I'm bullying people. And like literally people are the ones I'm getting bullied, and the meme is now that I'm a bully. Fucking that's where the fucking meat of this is, and that's where I was been talking about cyberbullying, and you can call it trolling, and I mean I open myself up to it and whatever.
Okay, here's a question.
But
okay.
There is a culture of that.
Sounds like you got a lot of fucking work to do on this video. How long did you spend on Twitter arguing with people?
I don't know, but I think that that counts. I think that I drummed up a lot of attention doing that. And I got like 20 subscribers on YouTube doing that.
Okay. But how long did you spend doing it?
I don't know, like 4 hours.
I mean, my notifications were popping up with tweets, and I know when I was your size, let's put it that way, okay, not trying to be a big dick about it, but I would argue with people because I had maybe more time to or was distracted. Those 4-hour stints on Twitter, often are you constantly looking at your phone. Time can fly. Before you know it, you've wasted all day just arguing with retards on Twitter. Like,
yeah,
that's a day's work lost on your video, isn't it? I
agree. No, like, you're not wrong. It's just, I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean, I just have self-confidence. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just confident. I've figured out you're right about that. Yeah. I'm just confident. I don't even care. Even if I fail and everything, I'm just doing what I want to be doing, and that's my focus. And I just don't consider that a hobby, and I know you do.
I mean, yeah, you know,
I'm sorry for coming here to bully you because I'm such an internet bully.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, you know, it sounds like what was the okay? Let's get to the meat here. What did you take issue with with the arguments? What was your, you know, Zonya was there. Tell me.
I think that there was like a point because I had talked about cyberbullying previously. Because I was talking about President Sun to Lav's video, like he literally just stole it and re-uploaded it to undermine her views. That's just fucking like, that's both one illegal, and it's illegal just to hurt someone. It's fucking bullying. That's not acceptable. Even if you hate her, it's not acceptable. And that was the conversation I was having. But then I think it was Zonya was saying that I was do you think that Chud was bullying you? And I was like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I said it earlier, but I mean, it's acceptable. It's acceptable. That's totally fine. But then it became about how I'm also a bully, and like I've bullied people, and how dare I criticize you because I like bully people and shit. A massive gaslighting like cycle of trying to like convince me I'm a bully, and then eventually, and I just responded like in earnest, and then eventually I called Zonya scum because like after a fucking long period of like her riling me up and getting me going, you know, and then that retroactively, see, you're actually a bully because I managed to piss you off enough to get you to defend yourself in an aggressive way, so that makes you a bully. And then that kind of shit. It was just people driving me insane and me being a moron.
I only caught the tail end of it and bits here and there, but I believe what was happening was that the point was being made that you act in a very aggressive manner. For example, on the panel, you were calling people retarded and not knowing what they're talking about. Like, is it not reasonable that might get interpreted as bullying their end if you're interpreting what I'm doing as bullying?
No, I don't think so. No, I think that saying that someone doesn't know what they're talking about to their face on a stream is not. But
you calling them retarded, that's like an insult, isn't it? Like, you know, that
insulting is not bullying. Like,
so why is what I did bullying when I didn't even really meaningfully insult you? Right. So you can say what you want to someone as long as they're present, and if they're not, if you insult them, it's bullying.
Also, I'm just not very big too. It's like it's just like too people like it's just like two classmates like fighting, but like with someone way bigger, it just I know, like this is where like I was saying earlier, like this is the kind of like Max framework that like I agree with, but also I'm much more tolerant. Like he's such a Puritan. There's a level of bullying that's fine, but and that's another point I made. I said that his calling it abuse, like abuse on these platforms and shit. I think that he made a mistake in calling it abuse. What he should have said was bullying, and because it's so much more directly what it is.
Okay, wait a second.
And I think there's a conversation to have about that.
Look, I appreciate. My understanding is you're terrified of Zonya. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'd like to bring her on to talk to you.
She freaks me out. She gets me going. She gets me going crazy.
Okay. Obviously, I'm respectful of you as a guest. Okay. I'd like to bring her on to talk in the matter as well. Do I have your consent? Do I have your consent?
Oh, can we do this another time? Is that okay? Is that okay? Because I actually have to pick up my girlfriend at the airport. I know
I'll tell you what.
Convenient.
Okay, well, listen, that's plenty of time to think of all your arguments, but sure, I'll arrange something for tomorrow. We'll have you and her talk, and we'll do it on my Discord. We're not going to let anyone in, but if anyone wants to come in and have a look at what's going on, I'll facilitate that. Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you soon, Zonya. We'll fucking start screaming. It'll be great.
Okay.
It'll...
Listen, I need content for tomorrow anyway, so that's a winner for me. Okay, we'll arrange that for tomorrow. Now, okay. I don't know how much longer you've got, but I guess so.
I have like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, that's fine. So we've got Zonya. Who else has been involved in this online discussion?
I just want to have a one-on-one with Zonya. I don't want to do.
Okay, we're fine. I'm not trying to get more guests. I just wanted to talk a bit more about this issue that you had with the online conversation. But that's fine. So we'll leave it at that with the Zonya thing. Okay. Like I say, if there's anything else you feel we haven't discussed between the two of us, maybe we can look at that. I've got a question for you. I made a comment which I feel is true, but I said something along the lines of like, a lot of the discourse that exists on the internet about you is whether or not you're a pedophile.
Yeah, why the fuck would you say that?
Because that's what I've seen. And it's, first of all, can I be really blunt with you? It's because it's really funny to say it, but it is also true.
Yeah, because it's also true? Is that what you said?
No. I'm not saying it's true that you're a pedophile. I would not engage in defamation. Okay, defamation was very tight in the UK. But also, what is true is that I've seen people discuss this about you.
Because your Discord is full of like trashy tabloid like brained morons that think it's fun to call people pedophiles. So like, of course, you're gonna see that a lot if those are the people you're surrounded with, moron. Like, of course. So I stream with Max, and then these types of people are gonna be like, he's a pedophile. So yeah, I mean,
sure. It's not just my community though. I've seen it more broadly than that.
Sure, you're gonna see it from woke scolds too, woke scolds and drama farmers.
People are asking me to defend my community. I mean, I think that what Smith said was pretty accurate, to be honest with you. But one thing I will ask is, I was told, and again, this does come from my community, but is it true you were talking about the intricacies of having sex with 16-year-olds yesterday?
No, I was not talking about the intricacies of having sex with 16-year-olds. I said that men are attracted to 16-year-olds, and we have a law against fucking 16-year-olds because we shouldn't.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, again, that sounds like a Max take, but I don't... Okay. What was that based on?
It's also just a fact. What's that from? Like human history? Like, we've only had age of consent for what?
No.
How long?
Okay, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There's been some elements to this conversation that have kind of gone okay. I wouldn't go into the age of consent thing. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm pro age of consent. Good. Raise the age of consent. I'm with Max again. Okay. Once again, raise the age of consent.
I reckon raise it to 30. What do you reckon? Yeah?
21.
Okay, well.
But you raise it to 30 because Smeth's not ready yet. That's why.
Actually, that's Quite a good one. Okay, look. So yeah, that was the other thing that I said that I was surprised you didn't take more issue with, although it wasn't my follow-up to your tweet. Is there anything else I've said that you take particular issue with that you'd like to discuss?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't care about the banter. I
mean, yeah. You know, I appreciate, look, I see in you a lot of dedication and time, but it's kind of like watching someone spend 50 hours a week, dig a massive hole in the ground for no reason. That's what I think of when I look at you.
Hey, if I was spending 50 hours a week digging a massive hole in the ground for no reason and I streamed it, that could be good.
I mean, that says it all, really.
Okay.
Okay, look, we'll leave it at that. Well, let's not drag this out any longer. I'll get Zonya on tomorrow. I'll bring you both into the Discord and we'll figure this out, okay?
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. When you speak to someone like that and they reveal to you at 29 years old, they're spending 50 hours a week into a video that is going to be lucky to crack 1,000 views. I mean, what? That's just nuts to me, man. Look, I feel very lucky that I started doing content and my pathway's gone the way it has. Don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful to all of you, the viewers, and I love you all deeply. But maybe it's because I got kids, but for me, it's like I'd be screwed if I was like just, I don't know, it's crazy. You know, my ex has generally been quite supportive of this. I think there was some skepticism at first, but as time went on, obviously, it's just kind of grown and grown. But yeah, it's kind of like the idea of like putting in 50 hours a week when you're not making any money from that behavior at all. Because even with like streaming, you can normally, with the like 10 or 20 viewers, get like something a bit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're getting a little something in the back pocket. But just diminishing your savings like that. I don't know, man. It's like I look at the kind of savings I'm managing to accrue doing this, and to think, like, if it was me, and let's say tomorrow my viewership cut off, and I had 10 viewers, and I was making $100 a month or $50 a month, it would be immediate. You know, fucking, I need to fill the gap somewhere because I don't want to chew through my savings when I've got goals that I want to achieve. You know, I just couldn't imagine just wittering away, putting effort into something that doesn't have a substantive, like, oh yeah, I can see where the money's going to come from in this. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, guys, we got 2 pieces of content out of that. So, yeah. The only downside now is, like, is it worth watching the content that he was on, or should I move on to something else? Who's calling me a wagey? Maybe he was. Look, at the end of the day, okay, I'll watch the res combo. Listen, at the end of the day, okay, there's a reason that the 8 hours a day, 5 days a week format is a thing. It's because that, you know, it's a kind of balance of productivity and
you are never broke if you have both
not
kidneys.
Working so much that you know, go insane or whatever, you know. Oh, the kilo convo. Yes, we'll watch that. Sorry. Yeah, we'll move on to that. I feel like the Smeth thing, we've got more to come in tomorrow. So let's move on to Pastures New. I really didn't have a lot of time to get everything together. So oh, anyway, what do you think of that combo?